Hello, Professor. My name is Bhatt Samir. I am from Nepal. Today, my presentation topic is 4G LTE technology for smart grid communication infrastructure. My student ID is 1802-709. These are my content. I am going to focus on these content. First one is introduction of grid, which is conventional of electric grid. Next one is need of smart grid. Why we need smart grid, and then what is exactly about smart grid. What are the components of smart grid, and then what are the challenges on the way of smart grid. Finally, I will summarize my presentation. This is the introduction of electric grid. Basically, what happens normally before there were centralized power generating station which used to feed power into the grid. So it has to like supply to make a consumer. So there is a team of engineers which are always working and monitoring load demands. They are also forecasting the load depending upon the difference time to load, and the load will be difference. So they basically monitor and forecast this load. Why they do this? So that the grid is always stable, because the sudden change in the load will change in the voltage and frequency of grid. So it is more important for them to monitor those, and they also provide the input load station. It should change the generation as per the required of consumer. So that grid always maintain in the unstable condition. But suppose what happens because of human in our day-to-day life, it is very important to have a reliable. You know that electrical system, you need to have a reliable supply for all the consumer, for all the factories, for all the commercial, for all the residential as well. There are some failures, yeah, as mentioned here. First one is brown out. It is the basically rise of voltage and frequency. Next one is blackout. What happens uh, because of some situation, or because of human error. Proper action are not talking to balance to match the load and the new generation. Last one is load setting. Because of all these things, management is done manual. So what happens whenever the load demands is more, they cut off the power in essential area. So that includes to load setting. And this is the smart grid. What is smart grid? It is the concept for transforming the electric power grid by using advanced automatic control and communications techniques and other form of information technology. It integrates innovative tools and technologies from generation, transmission, and distribution all the way up consumer appliances and equipment. It helps to balancing supply and demand. It is the stability and safe. It is more effective use of renewable. The component of smart grid are sensor, smart meter, wire communication, artificial intelligence. Uh, there are the comparison between the conventional grid on the left side and the smart grid on the right side. You can see that previously here there were few large power station, but now there is a many small power generating station like a solar, nuclear, etc. This is the first difference. Second one is centralized, most natural, and this system is to centralize, but now it is decentralized. It is decentralized. So because of in the case of failure, the power is not cut off for the whole area, but there will be many transmission options. The route can be changed. Third one is it is based the large power lines and pipelines, and but now it includes the small scale transmission. And the third, say fourth one is it is the top of button. It distributed, but now it distributed the both direction. Last one is it is the specific only paying, and it is active participating in the system. And here you can see the many you know that the power generating station which is when generating photovoltaic, it means new solar, and concern any other renewable energy source. And then here is the unclear power nuclear power plant. Here is the thermal plant. Basically, that you can see that the generator is not uh, con, uh, concern, uh, con, content, concentralized. And here is the two big station, distribution station and transmission station. Here is a nuclear plant, factories, smart houses, cities and offices. Here is the electric vehicle, and here is the thermal power plant. All these are lies in smart grid. Here is the challenges of smart grid. What are the challenges of smart grid? Basically, I said that earlier that I said that it earlier that it is the infrastructure is very old. Our present infrastructure of the grid is almost 100 years old. So aging mm, is is the one of the main factor. Main factor. It is the importance for monitoring condition of all grade. Yes, to avoid the big system failure. Next it is the high investment. All the component of the transmission line are the as a distributional system like substation. So all the sensor and electronic system need to used to the usually used to this basically high investment. And next is the cyber attack. Mm, Yes, all these data, from the user data is going to be online, and the grade is going to be online, so it will be the subjected to cyber attack. Yes, that it is the handed remote. Anyone can be interfere into this kind of data and a hard disk system, and trying to control the grid. The other is they can use this consumer data, and uh, they know whether the present in their home or not, so that it can be it can be do other. Now many people are working on the security of the grid. So in future we expect that there will be a good security for which we will save us from cyber attack. This is the conclusion of this is the summary or conclusion of smart grid. There is no doubt that the future belongs to the smart grid, and that power generation will change significantly by the time it becomes a reality. The large power plants will continue to ensure the basic supply, but there will be also be renewable energy source causing fluctuation in the grid. Okay, finished. This is my presentation. I finished my presentation. Thank you very much, sir.